Hi, boys and girls. Okay, we're going to finish up our winter fox by creating the sky to go behind him. You can choose to have a daylight sky, which would be the light blue, or a midnight sky, which would be the dark blue. Just decide whichever one you want. Now, if you made your trees on a landscape, then you want to make sure that your background is going this direction. If you made your trees this way, when you created them, they're going to be taller, and you're going to want to make yours going this way, which is portrait style, okay? I cut my trees out going this way, so I'm going to be using this direction, and I'm trying to decide, do I like my fox on the light blue, daytime, or do I want the nighttime? And I think I like the contrast on the dark blue, so I think I'm going to pick nighttime. And then I'll take this from just one. After you've decided which one you're going to use, you're going to set these guys aside, and you're going to create the ground that he's going to be sitting on. So you could draw just a straight line, but I like to think that the horizon line is not super straight, so I'm going to make mine a little bit wavy. And then you're going to color that in with your white oil pastel. And you could have more than one horizon line if you want to, and I'll show you in a minute here what I mean by that. So this could be the up close horizon line where there's a slight little bumpy ground, but maybe I want a little hill in the background here. I can draw a second horizon line. Let me get this one finished. I can draw a second one where the ground is going like up that way. I could also draw a third one. I could even make it going like this. Each time you color it in, though, you want to leave a little bit of area, so I'm going to color this. I want to leave a slight dark area between the two of these so you can see where one horizon line starts and another one stops. So I'm just kind of going really close, but I'm leaving a shadow, like a shadow. Okay, you could even smudge across it if you want, if you don't want it to be quite so obvious. But we want to have a little bit of space there where it's shadowy, where we can see where one stops and the other starts. So I'm going to do this time just to make sure I don't go over my line. Okay, once you have however much snow you want back here, I think this is a good amount for me, and you colored it in as much as you want. I want to leave a little bit. I'm leaving a little bit of the blue peeking through. You don't have to. You can make this solid white if you like, or you can leave a little shadow of the blue. I kind of like it. Looks like there's texture in the snow. Okay. Now, it's time to decide where everything goes. So this is kind of the puzzle that the artist gets to decide on. Where do I want these trees? Now, since this one's broken off, I could put it anywhere. I feel like I'm going to put it right here. Maybe it's broken off behind this branch, maybe not. The other thing you can decide on is, this is my biggest one, so I'm going to put him in the forefront here. These guys are a little bit skinnier, so I could put them in the background. And I think I'm going to do this. I'm going to make this one shorter. And I'm going to make it coming out of the second area here. So I'm going to make sure I put it right parallel to that line, so it looks like it's growing out of there. This one, I might put him here, and this one I want all the way down at the bottom. That's up to you where you want them. And then your fox, you've got to decide where do you want your fox. I think I'm going to move this over so I have room for my fox right here. Okay, you could put it like this. You can cut this part off if it overlaps. If you don't want it to be cut off, then make sure it's all the way on the paper. So do a little puzzling here of how you want them. Now I want this, see how that line is curved right there? Either you tip your tree so it matches the line, or cut a little bit of a curve or diagonal so that it fits right along the line there, okay? Then you're going to glue this all down together. Oh, Mrs. Walker forgot one thing. If you want snow in the sky, you're going to take your white oil pastel and make little dots of snow everywhere. You could do this as a last step, or you could do it before you glue everything down. Okay, doesn't matter, but don't forget, if you want the snow, you've got to put it in. This doing it after you glue everything probably makes it so you don't have to put quite as many in. If you do it before, you'd probably have to cover the whole thing, not because you don't know where you're going to put your trees. Oh, I really like the snow in the background, so I'm glad I remembered to do this. The other thing you need to make sure that you do is your name and class code on the back. Now we don't want to use the white oil pastel for this because that will smear onto other people's papers, right? So you're going to want to use a pencil. Before you finish and take a picture of this, make sure you put your name and your class code on the back, and then go take a picture for Artsonia when it's all glued down and ready. Okay? Have fun!